Andrew and Tina. Now, last week they jetted off to Hong Kong. But did their trip of a lifetime lead to the love of a lifetime? Their date diary will reveal all.
Welcome to the island Shangri-La, Hong Kong. Please, we have a little surprise for you.
Very good. Just off to get ready now for a nice romantic meal on our first night in Hong Kong. But don't worry, I'll keep you up to date on all the scandal. It's the end of our first night in Hong Kong, and Tina disappeared somewhere.
The day after our first night here, which we haven't even been here a full day, it's just been a couple of hours, and me and Andy went out for the evening, and I found out this morning that Andy has brought back the blonde from last night.
Last night, I actually do have a girl lying in the next room.
I think it's quite bad at the fact that we haven't even been here for a full day and already he's copped off with someone else.
Only because Tina was totally ignorant, and I did see her snogging another guy, and then later on she sort of disappeared and left me. Is my bum look big in these glasses?
I have planners, you don't have planners.
We also left them in the hotel last night. You can tell we're getting on really well, can't you?
Okay, I'm literally meeting Andy in the lobby just now, and we're meant to be going out for a couple of drinks, but in all honesty I really can't be bothered to go down and meet him, and I don't think I will be.
It's now 10:30. She just didn't show up at all, and I'm really annoyed. So as you can see, I've just decided to come upstairs and treat myself, do my hair, do my nails, calm myself down, because I'm really annoyed.
Quite hard to actually sum up how the date went, particularly considering the fact that from day one it seemed to be doomed, with the sense that he brought someone back to his room and that someone wasn't me. Not for 1 minute though did I want it to be me, but I think it is all down to a matter of respect.
To sum up the date in one word: pants. When the screen went back and I first saw Tina, I noticed she had really nice piercing blue eyes, great looking too, and I definitely made the right choice.
When the screen went back and I saw Andy for the first time, I was shocked by his hair. I couldn't take my eyes off it. I mean, surely he couldn't have a wig at his age.
When we got to Hong Kong, Tina and I went for some drinks. The first bar we went to, Tina sat with her back to me and talked to anyone that would listen, but at least I got to know the freckles on her back really well. I even thought of snogging a local.
When we arrived in Hong Kong, Andy and I went to some bars. I started chatting to the locals and Andy obviously got bored and his attention turned to a leggy blonde. I thought two can play at this game, mate, and found a sexy local fella for a cheeky snog.
Tina told me that she spent the night partying with that local guy seen her kissing earlier. But to be honest, I was so disgusted with her behaviour that when she left me on my own, I went off and found myself a 6-foot blonde beauty.
Later that night, Andy disappeared, leaving me with no money. Luckily enough, my newfound friends took care of me, which is more than could be said for Andy. He was obviously taking care of someone else somewhere else.
After the first night, I felt the date was over. But out of sheer politeness, I had to spend more time with Tina and put up with her sarcastic remarks. I mean, my tongue was starting to hurt. I had to bite it that much.
As time went on, Andy was really beginning to annoy me, so it was easier to pretend he wasn't there. He kept cracking unfunny jokes and being really cocky. I just thought, give it up, you muppet.
I went to meet Tina on the last night in the lobby for some drinks. I waited for half an hour. I then phoned her. She told me she'd forgotten all about me. And that just sums it all up, really.
On the last night, Andy had arranged for us to meet in the lobby for a drink. I accidentally, on purpose, forgot. I mean, what was the point in prolonging the agony?
I had a fantastic time in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong had a fantastic time with me. But as for Tina... Tina who?
Hong Kong was brilliant, but any chance of romance between Andy and I was doomed when he chose the blonde over me. I won't be second best to anyone.
What really happened? Did you go off with a guy first, a local first? Did you kiss a guy first?
No, what happened was... I'm telling the truth. Shush. What happened was we went to a bar, and we were sitting in the bar, and this man who was old enough to be my dad came up and was speaking to me. The wine connoisseur...
Why did you take his phone number then?
No, that was after you had been...
Ooh, yes.
No, because it was from... That's not right. At that point, you already had a business card from the lady in the bar with her address in Hong Kong. Oh. The same one that you took back to the room and even had the cheek to film yourself with.
Purely business.
Purely business, is that what they call it?
So I went down to the bar.
Yes.
2 seats. She sat with her back to me for at least
I did not.
At least 2 hours.
Like this. No,
at least 2 hours.
You were involved in the conversation. The man bought us drinks, and that was the biggest smile you had on your face.
She admitted fancying the manager. She was talking to him for an hour, right?
An hour?
At least an hour.
Really?
Then we went to a
Not
club.
an hour. We went to a club.
She was standing kissing some guy.
Was it a full-on snog,
Yes,
Tina?
it was. A good 5-minute one, from what I can
At least it was just a snog. I didn't take anyone back to my hotel room.
Were you doing it to make him jealous?
No, he was sitting up at the bar, like, totally, his whole, like...
The only reason
your whole attention was on the blonde.
The only reason I talked to the blonde was because you weren't talking to me.
No, that's tit for tat.
Did you have to rub a nose in it and take this lady to your room?
How much more could you get your nose rubbed in it than seeing it with your own eyes?
Yes,
but everyone's seen that with their own eyes, not just me.
Yes, that was at 7:30 in the morning. I was
7:30?
Yes, 7:30 in the morning. So she spent the night with you then?
She spent a while with me.
And are we allowed to know her name? What's her name?
Emma.
Emma.
She was actually still in his room when we left and went out on the date.
That was after I seen Tina leaving with 3 guys.
3?
What did it? Left me on my own in Hong Kong.
Excuse me, those 3 guys were like nice ones. They took more care of me than what you did.
Because she thought they were some pop idol.
Yes, you did leave her.
3 guys from pop idol in Hong Kong.
You both had the chance to make it up on the last night. Yeah. Now, you know, why didn't you reach out with the olive branch?
At the end of it, I didn't see the point in making that effort anymore.
Well, what about common courtesy? Courtesy just...
I had been courteous. Courtesy. How can you talk about courtesy when you bring someone back to that hotel room? Right, okay. That's uncourteous and unrespectful.
Pots and kettles, is it?
What, did I bring someone back to the room?
You didn't leave with 3 guys and left me on my own, like.
I didn't do anything with those 3 guys. You went, like, with a girl.
You mean you didn't put it on your video diary, you mean?
Excuse me?
So that means, well, you're never ever going to see each other again, is that right?
No, I will, aye. The next time it snows in July, she can come over to...
And if I need cheering up...
When hell freezes out.
If I need cheering up, I'll go over to Belfast and watch Andy sing.
Yes, that's good. That will cheer you up.
The blind date that never was. But at least you made new friends in Hong Kong.
That's true.
And at least you met Emma.
That's true.
Yes. Well, whatever you do, wherever you go in life, well, I wish you well. Ladies and gentlemen, wish them well to our Andrew and Tina. For this week's show, you can catch up on all our backstage gossip with the Kiss and Tell team over on ITV2. And of course, make sure you join us again next week when we'll be arranging some more blind dates. So until then, it's ta-ra for now. Ta-ra, everyone!
For the latest